my God, these look like shit.
Try it again, gang.
What up, y'all? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Dara. If you're not, my name is still Dara.
Wow.
And today we're doing something that have pissed so many people off. I self-identify as a masc lesbian, and I get a lot of people disagreeing with that. And I think it's for two reasons, and I know one of them because people pointed out my nails. First, I have to remove these. I had these on for a good 2 weeks, and honestly, they were one of my most in-depth designs I've done on nails. They're chipping a bunch, which is my fault. If you watched my tattoo vlog, you might have heard me talk about my JCPenney situation that I'm stuck in. So this is my purchase of the month. It's a nail drill. Before I soak my nails in acetone, I'm gonna try and file them down a bit. I have no idea how this thing works, so I think we're gonna use one of these ones. You know what? So let me just preface, I'm very clearly not a professional. I've only been doing my own nails for a couple months now. The biggest reason of all reasons for why I do my nails is that I obsessively pick at my skin, whether it's my arms to my fingertips. They are actually the best they've ever looked now because I've had nails on for months. But I have, my whole life, I've never been able to kick the habit of picking and peeling around my nails. I will literally do it until I bleed. I've talked about this quite a few times on the internet, on streams and stuff, but I physically cannot pick at my skin if my nails are long and thick. I should have kept the instructions, but I didn't. So we're just gonna say. Whoa, I'm gonna start on the lowest. Pina, the nail drill is here. Okay. I like the sound that it makes. Can you hear that? I've been slowly stepping up my nail kit, if you will, all my supplies and everything. I also got a flash cure lamp. The big leagues are calling, We're all filed down. I bought this nail glue remover. I think it's supposed to work with the UV gel glue as well. What is it telling me to do? Apply proper nail glue remover around nail edge for 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, let's see if it worked.
Wow.
Whoa! That is so much faster than soaking my nails for 10 minutes. Holy crowd. What I usually do when I'm doing my nails is I get half of a cotton round and one of these things, and I soak this in acetone, and then I clip it onto my nail. I have to leave it like that for over 10 minutes, 10 to 15 per hand. This has been 3 minutes and I've gotten more than halfway. That's crazy. Another reason that I do my nails is queer flagging. I used to present femme, and when I did, I always was asking my friends, do you think people can tell I'm gay? Do you think people know? And I want to be able to be identified by my community so that I can make friends with my community, and it's part of who I am, and I want to connect with other people that are like me. Historically, nails have always been kind of used as an identifier, in the past just short nails in general being the identifier, but now that we have more acceptance and expression, a lot of queer women will do their nails with what's kind of been dubbed as the vampire style nail, which is what I do. If I'm gonna be doing my nails to prevent myself from harming my skin, I might as well do some queer flagging and have a fun nail style. I think it looks really cool and alternative as well. And I personally don't think that it takes away from my masculinity. I've always been pegged as the more masculine individual. My friends always describe me as such. And when I'm in relationships, I definitely find myself taking on a more masculine approach or role. The whole point is that we're both women, so there doesn't need to be a masculine, but that's just the way that I personally operate. I like to open doors. I like to chauffeur. I like to spoil, and those are things that have been traditionally stereotyped as masculine things. And then that in tandem with the way that I dress. I dress very loud and very colorful at times, which confuses people, but everything I buy is from the men's section, whether it's at the store or at the thrift. Even this hoodie I'm wearing right now is from the Hollister men's clearance section. So that's just a label that I find fits me best. When I started doing my nails, I've had people ask me how I do my right hand, and it's a combination of my hands collabing. Right now my right hand is still doing all of the work, and then sometimes when I'm in the zone and I'm painting my nails, I just tell my brain that I'm using my right hand even though I'm using my left. It doesn't work 100%, but I think it low-key makes me better with my left hand. I think I can use my left hand better if I just lock in and tell my brain that it's my right. I'm gonna try and do it right now, okay? Ready? We're gonna do this. I'm still not left hand dominant or anything, but I'm doing it. Has anyone ever done that? Let me know if you do that. So from here on out, I'm only doing one hand at a time. That way I can better focus on my hands, and that if I'm trying to prep this hand and then do something on this hand, I might mess up my prep on this hand. So we're just gonna keep our hands isolated going forward. And basically my nail prep just consists of the Beetles nail dehydrator, which I think just takes the oils out of my nails so that the glue can adhere better. And then this nail primer, which I honestly have no idea what this does, but it works, so I use it.
Try it again, gang.
Put the nail glue directly into the nail tip, and then I press it down onto my nail and flash cure it for about 10 seconds, and then move on to the next nail. One hand flash cured, we're gonna put these in the nail lamp for 60 more seconds, and then we can get into shaping and shit. Cured. Okay, buffed. Let's start with the most obvious ones. And goodbye. When I go to the nail salon, I don't know how to ask for just these ones short. I did one time tell her that I did bowling, but I don't know if she believed that, because you also need your thumb to bowl. So I'd rather do them myself. Okay, I kind of want to do a shorter set than normal this time because I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. It's hard to game when my nails are super long. Yeah. Now, how do I put this delicately? If you're using these nails,
I'm finding it.
for recreational activities and you need them as close to your fingertip as possible, the method that has worked for me, instead of like filing normally like this, I go up and down. It doesn't hurt my fingertip, but it uses my fingertip as like a guide. You can sort of see the difference between the one I just filed and the one I haven't filed yet. We're filed, shaped, etc. We are a bit dusty, so I'm gonna wash my hand. I cooked up this little design that I think, if I can pull it from my brain right, will look pretty cool. I love an asymmetrical set, so if I can do my hands different colors and styles per hand, I'm going to. So I'm thinking that this hand will be predominantly green, these two will be blue, and then this hand is gonna be the inverse. I just got a little bit on my finger. I don't know if you can see, but I don't want that there when I cure it because it's gonna burn, and also probably not good for you. I've heard a lot about contact dermatitis. So acetone, and I've got a little brush. I'm gonna take care of that and brush that off my skin before I cure it. These are cat eye, and I don't want all of my nails to have the cat eye effect, so I'm gonna use the magnet and just swipe over it and demagnetize it. That's actually such a pretty color. It looks like a beetle. If I'm going all this length, the extra mile, to do my nails to protect my skin, I might as well do something fun with them. I think people can still identify with labels like masculinity without 100% adhering to the cis hetero stereotypes of that gendered term. Because I see tons of femmes who play with more androgynous outfits, and everybody still accepts them as femme. A lot of people on the internet, from what I've seen, have a problem with masculine women playing with androgyny or showing a little bit of femininity. I think there's a big expectation, for some reason, for masculine women to be all in or all out, especially because I've seen a lot of discourse recently with like, what are you gonna do if your masc shows up to your wedding in a dress? I don't think anyone owes people 100% femininity or 100% masculinity. And even the women who do max out their masculinity, if you will, like what people dub online as super studs, get made fun of for it. At the end of the day, we're women, so you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, so you might as well do what feels good for you and fuck the noise. And that, for me, looks like painting my nails today. First layer done. We gotta let it cook. And I mean that literally, 60 seconds, let's go. I was gonna reserve the cat eye for just these two nails, but that looks stunning. Oh, like that looks like the freaking Aurora Borealis. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's, whatever the hell I just said. Ooh, I think I'm gonna give her a little thong. Look at that, isn't that giving thong? And I have this tool that's relatively new. I kind of want to do like a flower and a flower, like diagonally. I think I want to do two small ones on each nail. Oh, do you see that? That's cute. It's so hard to show on camera, but that looks so cute in person. That's kind of sick as hell. I feel like a superhero, like bending the powers of metal. They look kind of funky, but I like it because it's kind of giving like an alien sort of vibe. Have y'all ever seen that movie with, what's her name? Amy Adams, where she's like a linguist and these aliens come to Earth and she like figures out how to speak to them because she's a linguist, and they have all those like ink splotches. That's kind of what it's giving, right? I like it. Like, that's so cool. Let's cook them. Okay, I'm afraid of touching it more and doing too much. So we're gonna slap a top coat on. Instead of 60 seconds, just to make sure everything's cured, I'm gonna cook this for 120. I think my top coat normally says 90, but we're gonna do 120. Okay, hand one is cured. I'm basically gonna do the same exact steps, but invert the colors on this hand. So I'll see you guys when this hand is done. Hey, the blue and the green went better together in my head, but they still look cute. I think I would still call this a successful set, but I did discover something called blooming gel, and I kind of want to try that for my next set. So let me know if you guys want me to test it out with you. Anyways, I hope this gives a little bit of context as to why I do my nails and how I do them, because I have had a couple people ask for tutorials. This set is probably gonna last me a solid 2 weeks minimum. Usually my gel sets last 2 to 3 weeks.
Try it again, gang.
I basically just go until I get really pissed off when I'm washing my hair and it gets stuck. But none of them ever fall off or chip.
Try it again, gang. We gotta try it again, gang. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, that is all I got for you in this video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.